there, my creepy crowd. Welcome to Sallie's Sinister Circle, where weirdos come to play and do what I say. Tonight, we're talking about The Ritual, 2017. The Ritual is what happens when a hiking trip becomes an emotional breakdown wrapped in Norse horror. And you know what? I liked it. Quite a bit, actually. Just a heads up, the first act might feel like a slog if you're the impatient type. But hang in there, because it builds to a deliciously weird cult horror payoff. 4 British blokes lose their friend during a liquor store robbery gone wrong. One of them, Luke, freezes up and watches the guy die. 6 months later, the rest of the crew decides to honor the dead friend with a hiking trip through Sweden. Sure, sounds healthy. What follows is a moody, rain-soaked hike where no one really wants to be there.
Ridiculous, man. We should pitch the tents. What? We should pitch the tent.
You can smell the passive aggression through the moss. It's got big, this was your idea energy.
Dom, come on, get up.
No.
Dom, I want out of these woods now. Please get up.
The group dynamics fraying fast. Luke's haunted by guilt, and the others are physically and emotionally worn thin. Every tree feels like it's watching, and every shadow stretches a little bit too long. And then, things start to go sideways.
Well, this is clearly the house we'll get murdered in.
They find a creepy cabin with a makeshift idol in the attic. You know the type. Antlers, limbs, definite, something's been worshipped here vibes. They decide to sleep there, because they're idiots. Naturally, they all have bad dreams. Luke wakes up outside with weird chest punctures. One of the guys pees himself. It's a whole mess.
I don't think anyone has a good idea in this whole movie.
Bingo! But things keep getting worse. Symbols carved into trees, elk carcasses strung up. They're being hunted, emotionally and physically. As things unravel, the group starts dropping like damp hiking boots. Hutch gets dragged off and strung up in the trees like a macabre Christmas ornament, and Phil disappears and reappears buried like a cult-themed scavenger hunt. Now it's just Dom and Luke. They're trying to figure out what the hell to do when they stumble on another cabin. But bad news bears. That's where they're captured by a cult who worships an ancient Norse creature, a jötunn. The film actually nails the pronunciation.
One of the jötunn?
Respect. And this thing? It isn't your typical forest ghoul. It's a demigod with a messed up face, twig limbs, and the ability to project your deepest regrets. It doesn't kill, unless you disrespect it. It wants worship. It wants submission. It wants sacrifice. And who doesn't? The two are tied up and inspected. Upon noticing the puncture wounds on Luke, it's then where you find out that he was chosen, as the others in this cult have them too. But poor old Dommy doesn't make the cut. He's chosen to be sacrificed front and center. Luke is offered a choice: submit and live forever, or resist and die in pain. After promising his now kebab of a friend to burn it all down, that's exactly what he does, including all the other sacrifices they had up in the attic. Now this really pisses off the god. And I mean, I would be too. After a chase, Luke squares up to the jötunn, refuses to give in to the guilt, and manages to escape the forest. The ritual is a slow burn, but it's a smart one. The creature design is unforgettable. The cult's weird, but grounded. The cinematography, even in daylight, feels haunting. I like the use of Norse myth, the way trauma is literalized. And I loved that the film didn't over-explain every detail. You get just enough to feel the depth without ruining the mystery. Is it for everyone? No. Some folks will bounce during the grief hiking prologue. But if you stick with it, you're rewarded with one of the more original horror creatures of the last decade. Want to worship something ancient and unknowable? How about me? Go to patreon.com/basement1f and join Sallie's Sinister Circle. Members get exclusive cult tier perks, like shirts, posters, and the power to pick the next film I review. Also, check out basement1f.com for cursed merch and haunted puppets. Until next time, keep hiking, heathens. I'll be watching from the shadows.
Sallie's Sinister Circle. Nighttime is the right time. The place to be. Wait and see. The nighttime is the right time. Tasty snacks for you and me.